Wfmu, you're on the air.
Hello, Tom.
Oh, it's Spike. How did I know it was going to be you?
Oh, you're psychic.
What?
You're psychic.
I'm psychic. How's that phone working for you? Not good?
Oh, the phone's working perfectly.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
You know.
Or is that the phone that they let you in some doctor's office? Who in the clinic?
What clinic?
The clinic you live in.
I don't live in a clinic.
Don't you live in a halfway house?
No.
You don't?
No, I live on my own.
That phone connection is really bad, Spike. Seriously. Call back. And we anxiously await Spike calling back. What a low point. Not just in this show. Not in my life. In all of our lives. To actually wait for Spike to call back so we can have a better connection. Hello, Tom. That voice that starts off the show. Ooh, boy. Hello, Tom. So knowing. So wise. So wise. Well, Spike probably got caught by an orderly. What are you doing in that office? Nothing. I'm going. Perhaps you want some discipline. Yeah, no, I want you to get back to your room. 201-209-9368. All of a sudden, it's weirdly quiet without Spike. Kind of sad. But we can move on, and we will move on, and I'm going to tell you right now that the best show on WFMU is under attack. That's right. We are under attack. There's a radio, there's a band called Poster Children. It's a band called Poster Children. Oh, was that Spike? No? Okay. I was ready to drop this thing in a second if it was Spike. Oh, it's him. Oh. This Poster Children thing's on hold for a minute. Spike goes to the front of the line. Just like when he's getting his meds. FMU, you're on the air.
Oh, I don't need my meds. I don't take meds. I don't do meds. I don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs?
No.
So you don't do the suburbs?
I don't do suburbs. I don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs. You had another thing. Oh, you don't do... I think you said you don't do clinics.
I don't do clinics. I don't do the suburbs. I don't do drugs. I do windows on occasion. You know, we lost two great Americans.
Who did we lose?
Coretta King.
Yes.
And Grandpa.
Grandpa Munster?
Yes.
Yes, he was a good guy.
You know,
I admired Al Lewis.
Of course. I listened to his show every Saturday when he was on. When he was on WBAI.
Did you used to call him?
Once in a blue moon.
How did those calls go when you'd get through? You're on the air. You're on with Grandpa. Hello, Grandpa. Where's Debbie?
Grandpa spoke to me.
Where's Debbie? Yeah, but
no,
did you talk
I
to
never
him?
cranked Grandpa.
Where's Jenny from the bedroom?
I never cranked Grandpa.
Oh, that's something. That's something that I'm just going to take that statement. I never cranked Grandpa.
No, I like Grandpa. I only crank people I don't like.
Like me.
Well.
Where's Debbie? What about all those times? You didn't like me? You didn't like me?
No, I like you now. I've gotten to talk to you all the time. You know.
So you've gotten to know me a little bit more.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting to know you, Spike, somebody sent me a piece of mail.
Oh, lovely.
And it goes further than that. It is about you.
Oh.
I'm going to read it.
I'm touched.
You ready for this?
I must be.
Brace yourself. You might want to sit down on that orange crate. Get ready. You might want to take a sip of hose water. Do you have actual running water in your house, or is it just like a garden hose from the building next door?
No, it's actual water.
Okay, it's actually your water. It's not somebody else's water.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Tom, and this is on notebook paper, and it's written in longhand. Tom, don't give that short, fat, sad, sick Spike the satisfaction of calling him by his self-dubbed name of Spike, because that would only feed him gratification and validation of which neither, I'm sure, you don't want to give him. I think there's like about 9. Who wrote this letter? Marky Ramone? Neither.
Marky Mark.
Probably Mark. Yeah, probably Marky Mark. Because they would feed him gratification and validation of which neither, I'm sure, you don't want to give him. Okay. Instead, you should call him or it Droopy Zippermouth. 2 names you have called him separately, but miss the obvious connection of putting them together. Always refer to Droopy Zippermouth as and only as Droopy Zippermouth whenever you are talking to or about him or whatever it is. What do you think of this letter so far?
I personally think the person who wrote it is extremely un-American.
Really?
They're not normal. They're not normal.
They're not. When Spike is telling you that you're not normal, then there really might be something. That's when it's time to look in the mirror and do some true evaluation. Here we go. I'm going to keep going. And say it, the nickname they want me to call you, Droopy Zippermouth, as often as you can, just to rub it in. And just to rub it in is TOO. Just to rub it in. You just know that he probably gave himself the opposite dog name of Spike as opposed to Droopy Dog, because when he was growing up, everyone everywhere called him Droopy Dog all his life, even right up to today. Do people call you Droopy Dog?
No, they don't.
With the exception of me. Do you think I got his number or what? Droopy Zippermouth said he works for the government. I'm thinking he's a postal worker, and beating this is the part. Beating other sad messes like himself is how he goes postal. In conclusion, I would like to nominate Droopy Zippermouth for the Factory Rap Douche Week. For the Factory Rap Douche Award every week for the rest of the year. And Factory Rap Douche, what letter does wrapped start with, Spike?
Well, it depends on what kind of rap we're talking about.
Well, if something is wrapped.
Oh, WRAP.
Yes, this guy starts with an R, so.
Well, that proves my point.
And this is my point. This is listeners. Are you eating?
No.
You have a lozenge in your mouth?
Yeah.
This is pro time, Spike. You wait with the lozenge.
I just swallowed it.
Well, thank you. Did you go on there with a lozenge when you're talking to Grandpa?
No.
Of course not.
I was never rude to Grandpa.
But you were a little rude to me.
No, not intentionally.
Not okay. I'll actually take that as an admission of guilt. So how's business going in your
In my world?
Yes.
Oh, just wickedly splendid.
How many customers does a Spike have?
Oh, well, it depends on the night. The weeknight, maybe 4 or 5.
Uh-huh.
The weekends, picks up a little bit on the weekends because, people are off from work and, so it picks up a little bit on Fridays and Saturdays.
Uh-huh. It really. And where do people find your business?
Oh, in certain publications.
Like the Penny Saver?
No, I mean publications that people under 25 can't read.
Okay. Under 25?
That's right.
So they actually give that extra 4 years of grace there from being an adult.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, well, if you're under 25, yeah, you're still a child.
What is the name of one of these Give me a name of a clean name of one. Not one of these filthy ones.
Okay, well, how about
clean?
Masters Magazine.
Masters Magazine. You're in Masters, so you run ads in Masters Magazine.
Yes, and Dominic Mystique.
Masters Magazine. Personal ads. Hello, I'd like to place a personal ad, please. This is Spike. Is that how it goes? You call in? Okay, you got 25.
Not really. I don't call in. I do it online.
You got 25 words. Okay. What would your ad say?
Okay, well, dominant master and queens seeks willing slaves. They give the phone number.
And then you give your phone number.
Right.
Good heavens. Oh, good heavens.
Not my phone, my home phone number, of course.
You have a, is your business phone.
Right.
You have a business phone?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a business phone.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh. You know what I'm against? Business phones. All of a sudden, I don't like the idea of them anymore. I think the word business should be redefined if you've got a business phone. That's what I think. Oh, Spike.
Oh, just welcome to my world.
Oh, no, don't say that. And don't ever call me that thing you called me last week.
Which was?
I can't even say it.
Well, I don't remember what it was.
Do you remember that, Mike? What he called me? I don't even want to... I'm not even going to say it. I'm glad...
Un-American because he support Bush?
No, you called... Well, Mike definitely supports Bush.
Oh.
Mike is actually a huge... he's actually a Republican delegate.
Well.
Did you know that? He actually has a photo of him with President Bush.
Oh, I think that's sad.
I think it's cool. He actually talks to him. He actually went to his ranch in Crawford.
Oh, but that's sad.
And
that's also sad.
He actually hung out with him. Mike actually was on the short list of people to run FEMA, but then he went with Brownie at the last minute because Mike didn't have any equestrian experience, so that kind of knocked him out of contention.
Oh, I think that's so sad.
Do you work for the post office? Do you work for the post office?
No.
No. So you refute what this guy says.
Right. I never work for the post office.
But you work for the government.
I work for the government. I prefer not to say which agency, but yes, I do work for the government.
Is it covert? Are you a spy?
No.
Is it exciting at all? Is your job boring or exciting?
Not really.
Not
really boring.
It's not really boring?
No.
Is it exciting at all?
Well, I wouldn't say it's not boring and it's not really exciting. It's like in between.
A lot of
gray area here.
A lot of paper pushing. Is that what you do? A lot of pencils and paper.
Yeah.
Are you in a position of responsibility?
In a way, yes.
Oh. I feel terrified now.
Oh.
How many lives could you ruin if you made the wrong decision?
Well, if I push the wrong buttons on the computer.
Buttons?
Yes. See, I key stuff in.
You're not near the button, though, right? You don't have the code to launch missiles, do you?
No, God help me.
I'm going to launch the... I think Cuba needs some discipline.
No, I don't think Cuba needs discipline. Cuba's doing fine just the way it is.
Yeah, they are doing great over there. Driving cars that are 48 years old. That's going great for them over there.
Well, no thanks to your friend in the White House.
He's not my friend. I never met him. I only voted for him.
Why?
Why? Because he's our leader and we should respect him.
No. He was never elected.
He was elected with the biggest mandate America has ever seen in an election in 2004.
Yeah, but those people were un-American. They don't know any better.
It was the biggest gap in any election in the last 200 years. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Well, it's true.
I think it's sad, you know. I really think it's sad that the people in this country would vote for someone who doesn't even have a double-digit IQ.
Well, So he doesn't even have a 10-point IQ. He has his IQ at the best is 9 points.
Well, more like -9.
Oh. Uh-oh. Spike versus Bush.
That's right.
All right, Spike, young man. Well, now, why do I call you young man? Do you have a mustache?
Yeah, why?
I just had a feeling.
Uh-huh.
You have a good night.
You too.
Bye.